But then we're going to flash forward to 1966, and Yvonne Dunleavy is a young, very young, reporter on the Hong Kong Standard. And so tell the story of what it was like to be in Hong Kong in 1966 in the early stages of the Cultural Revolution.
I remember a couple of foreigners in a rickshaw came around the corner, wanted to watch the demonstrations. They thought it would be quaint to go back and tell them at home in Iowa, and they were quickly toppled on the road and trampled. But the British still played their cricket game through all of this, because the cricket ground was right there, outside the Hilton. Then in May, the leftists formed the Hong Kong Counter Committee for Anti-Hong Kong British Persecution Struggle. And they joined the Federation of Trade Unions, then organised thoroughly, and the committee coordinated a series of large demonstrations. What I remember was, my assignment was outside Government House in Lower Albert Road, and you had units of demonstrators, leftist demonstrators, in navy pants, white shirts, and red books. And they would march to the front of Government House, and they would shout slogans. They would shout, "Down with the Governor," who was Governor Trent at that time. And they would shout, "Mao Zedong si someone soon." Would that be correct? Up with Mao. Long live Chairman Mao.
One sway, 10,000 years.
Long live Chairman Mao. And they would put plaster things on the big character papers on the thing, and they would march on. And then there was enough of them to keep going day after day after day, and the guards at Government House could not do anything but stand there. There was no violence, but there was a lot of intimidation. But what happened was the transportation workers were also, union, and they were leftists, and so they walked out. And so lorries had to bring people to work, but leftist demonstrators would turn those lorries over. And so there was a lot of bloodshed, and there was a lot of intimidation in the way of, there's a list, and you're going on the list when the revolution comes to Hong Kong, which people really thought it was going to do. And the policemen, of course, were government, employed by the government, and they were very well organised. But their neighbours, it was like internecine, is that how you pronounce it? So that their neighbours in their own building would say, if you're with the police, you're going to be on the list when the revolution comes. So there was a lot of intimidation, and there was fake injuries, people putting pig blood on their head and bandages. And it was also understood that if you bought anything in the communist department stores, you did not expect change. The money went to the cause. And,
so how did it all end, Yvonne?
Like Starbucks.
What? Like where?
Starbucks.
Oh, Starbucks or Whole Foods. It ended because these speakers were saying, foreigners get out of Hong Kong while you still can. Remember Shanghai? The thing is, I was scheduled to leave to come to the United States at that time, and that's what I did. I also was on the car ferry in my car driving, and they attempted to turn my car over, but it was too heavy, and I was able to accelerate and go on.
What car were you driving?
A Jaguar.
You had it coming.
An E-type Jaguar. God bless you, Melissa. Well, thank you, everybody. That's my reminiscence.